We're big on like older BBC too. We have these ones on display. That's one of 175, I believe. The Busy Workshop.
And the original tub too.
Try to get 175?
170 made in the world.
Size is
not for sale, just decoration. The whole
you follow King of Creamz?
Yeah.
Shout out King of Creamz.
He was
He's the
where the
GOAT.
dude originally got it from, and then he was pissed as hell when he got him.
See the odds of that?
Yeah, the other owner of the shop, he's big on like older BBC stuff. Like he archives that stuff.
Pharrell, a lot of classics on this table. We had to source them from Flight Club and KingOfCreamz, a collector of your hits through the years.
We thought it's the start of a new year. It's not been a great couple of years, so we need a special episode. We need a special guest. We need to bring someone back. We've got to do it. So, it's what you've all been asking for, and it's what I get asked all the time. Where is he? What's he doing? Do you still speak to him? Is everything still cool?
What's up? It's your boy KingOfCreamz. What is going on, everybody? I want to thank you again for joining me. Here is another episode of the Yellow Label, and I'm a little bit late for the top 10 shoes that I have picked up for 2021. Just want to say Happy New Year, guys, and I want to let everybody know that this episode I'm going to dedicate to a good friend of mine who passed away, Mr. Virgil Abloh. So I'm going to dedicate this entire episode to him. He was a great friend of mine. He did a lot for me. He did a lot for the community, and he did a lot for the culture. He was basically one of us. So Virgil, man, this episode's for you. So those of you that are new to the channel, give you the Pharrell nod, welcome. Please like and please subscribe, guys. I say it all the time. It takes a lot, I'm sure, for everyone, but it takes a lot for me to get these out of the freezer. So please welcome to the channel. Enjoy the Yellow Label. Let's get started right now. All right, guys, so if you know me, you know this list is gonna be very unconventional. I'm leaving 3 pairs of shoes that I picked up. I'm gonna leave them off the list because A, it's kind of typical if they're on there, and B, and some controversy behind them. And that's gonna be the Travis Scott, the Air Jordan Cool Gray. I had those back in 2001 when they first came out, so I'm not gonna say they were a great pickup for this year for me. And the Air Jordan 1, the Freeze Out, I forgot the exact name for them, but I have those as well too. So coming up for number 10 on my list is going to be the MONCLER times Fragment times Converse. Now the reason why I like the shoe, and I have to start out by saying this is like a Jack Purcell silhouette. Jack Purcell was a Canadian badminton player that they actually based this off of. And you have your touches with Fragment, you have your touches with MONCLER. I like the shoe overall. I'm a big Converse guy. I know a lot of people don't really know that about me, but I like the shoe overall. I like the hints of the canvas on the side. You have the patent leather on the toe box. It's a very, very cool shoe. I haven't worn it yet, but you know me, I never wear anything. So coming up at number 10 is gonna be the MONCLER times Fragment times Converse. So this list is going to be unconventional, not only in the shoes that I'm going to bring up, but I'm not doing any of that technicality, upper, lower. We're not doing that, all right? The shoe is black, we'll call it black, I call it charcoaling and other stuff, all right? But coming up on number 9 is the YEEZY 450 Down. When I first saw these, I was hands down, it's not going to happen. I put them on one time, and I never wanted to take them off. Now, I didn't really do a full review. I did a small intermission on these, and you guys can check that out. I'm gonna leave a link above or below. But the shoe feels like an overall all-season sort of shoe, except for wintertime. When I say I feel like you can go in the water with these, I feel like this is one of these shoes that you could use at the beach and then just walk in the water with it and just walk right out and still look cool with it. They call this one the Dark Slate. I like the midsole of the whole shoe. I feel like that makes the entire shoe. Other than that, we're gonna see a bunch of colors with the Yeezy 450, but this one's my favorite. I did also pick up the white one, which I really, really love, but I have to stick with the charcoal one. So coming up on number 9 is going to be the Yeezy Slate 450. All right, so we all know NIGO's love for vintage clothing, vintage everything. So it's no wonder why we got a human-made shoe with a 1984 for them. And this will be my number 8 on the list. Now, I love this shoe for a lot of reasons. And the reason why that I am so in love with this shoe is that it reminds me strictly of the 80s, you know? You have your ankle strap, you have a lot of detail to the shoe. The logo for Human Made, I love a lot. Now, I also did an intermission on these, so I'm not gonna talk to death about the detail of the shoe, but you guys can see it over here. Now, I believe this was released with the Human Made country as well this year. I love the shoe a lot. I still have not worn it, but you have the leather upper. I'm not gonna get technical. And then you have the boost. I can't be doing this to myself. You have the boost midsole, which makes the shoe feel really cool, but I would know that because I didn't wear them. So coming up at number 8 on my list, I'm an idiot, for 2021 is gonna be the Human Made x Adidas. Way to go, NIGO, on this one. All right, coming up at number 7, y'all know I could not do a list without any Air Jordans. So coming up at number 7 is going to be the Air Jordan 9, the University Gold and Black. Now, for those of you who don't know, my favorite Jordans are going to be Air Jordan 6, Air Jordan 7, 9, 13, and definitely 2. So with this shoe, strictly, it's a black nubuck, and you have the hints of the University Gold. I love the Air Jordan 9, even though he didn't really wear it in any games in the NBA. But I love the Air Jordan 9. I love anything that's like a high top shoe. So this one was a definite pick on my list. My favorite color is red, but for some reason I have an attraction to anything that's like yellow and gold shoes for some reason, I don't know. So coming up on number 7 is going to be the Air Jordan 9 Black and University Gold. Now coming in at number 6, guys, I'm not going to talk about the 350. Is there a dog in the house? I'm not going to talk about the 350 at all. But what I am going to talk about is the 350. This one in particular, which is part of the MX series, or the MX style of Yeezy. strictly the colors for this shoe is why I got it. Now, every 350 is basically the same, but for this one, I had to go with the colors. I have it in black as well. They're coming out with a blue this year I'm very excited about. But when I saw this and I saw it was coming out, I'm like, that's it. This is gonna be the shoe of the year for me. So I had to go out and I had to cop it. So coming in on number 6 is gonna be the YEEZY 350. I believe they call this the OAT. I was calling it Salt for a long time, but I believe they call this one the OAT. So it's gonna be the 350 MX OAT. So I'm sitting here editing this whole thing right now, and crazy fact about that last thing you just saw, that was all impromptu. I was just sitting there playing the piano and they were doing their thing and they heard me playing. They kind of joined in, which is actually pretty cool. Hope you guys are enjoying the yellow label. Peace. So released February 5th of 2021. Wow, we're almost coming up on a year on this one. I talked about this one briefly in one of my last episodes. It's going to be the raised print, all cream NMD with the Korean characters. There is nothing else to say about this shoe. It's an NMD, but the quilted material, the ribs, like I like to call them, and the raised print, that's what does it for me. Now they did do this with the Running Dogs that just released, I believe, in November. And I actually like this style a lot with the NMD. So coming in at number 5 is going to be the NMD Korean raised, I call it the raised print, Cream. You can't get any better than this, man. This one is actually really cool. And I kind of hope with the NMDs they stick with the quilted material. I really like that a lot. The raised print is actually really cool. Stick with the whole thing. All right, so coming in number 5, right over here. Go.
Unconscious. The look away to Livingston.
Stop.
So coming in at number 4 is the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. So we first saw this shoe back in 1991. I was 8, so I definitely didn't have it. I think the next time we saw it was in 2008 for the Countdown Pack. Then we had one for 2014, and this is the latest one. I like everything about the shoe. I like the bottom of the shoe, which is actually one of my favorites. This one carries over with the lace locks with the Air Jordan 5. Everything is cool about this shoe. It's funny, being a kid, I remember seeing these were probably one of the first Air Jordans I really saw that I really liked. But obviously when you're that young and your parents don't want to spend $100 on a pair of shoes, it's not gonna happen. So coming in at number 4 is gonna be the Air Jordan 6 Carmine. So I know a lot of you must be thinking, damn, King is like zooming through this episode. What's going on right now? Well, a lot of these shoes I already reviewed throughout the year, and this is just a culmination of just basically all the reviews. So I'm not gonna really review them. I'm just gonna put them together and just come down with a list, which is the top 10. So coming up on number 3 on my list is gonna be the Air Force 1 Off-White Lemonade. Now you guys know I spoke about this, and I'll also leave a link above or below about the reviews on this, but this is a crazy shoe for me, strictly because of the fact that not only is it an off-white shoe, but I love a yellow shoe. It's very hard to get, and it's sad to say, but after the death of Virgil Abloh, everybody was like selling this stuff and shoes were skyrocketing. I'm gonna keep this one. I'm definitely gonna keep this one. It's a little bit special to me. And the Air Force 1 alone is a classic shoe. I know these fetch for a lot of money, but these aren't going anywhere anytime soon. So coming in at number 3 is going to be the Off-White Nike Uptown Lemonade. All right, so coming in number, all All right, so coming in at number 2, another shoe that I've already reviewed, released August 6th of this year, celebrates the 20th anniversary of In Search of the N.E.R.D NMD. Now these shoes were released 2 times. You had one which was on August 6th, I believe. I could be totally wrong. And that was with the Friends and Family. Friends and Family, you got, it was actually really nice. So with the Friends and Family, they did a lot, and it actually was a great packaging. They came with your name on the inside with a sticker. You have the grip tape with the N.E.R.D brain on the forefront, and over here you have the NMD N.E.R.D, that's like a tongue twister, NMD N.E.R.D, which celebrated their 20th anniversary of the In Search of album, which changed all of our lives. Again, I did a review on this one already, so I'm not gonna bore you guys to death. So coming in at number 2 is gonna be the In Search of NMDs. All right, so before we get to number 1, I have 2 honorable mentions that I picked up this year that are pretty rare. So we're gonna talk about both of them. So the first one's gonna be, this is part of the Pharrell knit collection that he came out with this year. He came out with a couple colors, and I'm not sure if you remember, we saw him on a trampoline with a bunch of colors, but this colorway was not released, and that's because, how the story goes is that this shoe was only for the members of Neptune and N.E.R.D. So there's only 13 in the world of these. There is another colorway that this shoe did come with, same thing, only for the members of N.E.R.D and Neptune. And I have to say that I actually like this colorway a lot. It's a little bit different as far as we have a gum bottom. Now with the other prime knits, you have the prime knit, which also is gonna match the midsole. But with this one, you have the gum bottom and you have the prime knit. And down the prime knit, you have another peach color as well. Now this is all part of the human race line with Adidas that Pharrell is doing. So I am definitely proud to have this sample. I can definitely tell you right now, you will not be seeing this one anytime soon. And that's gonna segue into this one, which is actually a size 13. And the reason why I got a size 13 up, first of all, this was released as a ComplexCon exclusive. Due to COVID, we couldn't have ComplexCon, so we had ComplexLand, and this shoe was released in ComplexLand. Now, this is the only size 13. I have a size 9 as well, but this is the only size 13 they label them that exists. So this is one size 13 in the world that exists. So these two are going to be in my honorable mentions because of the rarity and because y'all can't find them.
Air Jordan. It's all in the imagination.
So I have a good friend online on Instagram. His name is Scholar23. Virgil actually recognized his love for the Air Jordan 2 as well. Now I love the Air Jordan 2, but I gotta say, Sean actually loves and can tell you anything about this. Now I did a small review on this one as well, and I mentioned his name. And I hope you guys go check out his Instagram because you can learn a lot more from the Air Jordan 2 with him than you can with me. But coming in on my number 1, quick story. I told myself when I was younger, when I used to collect Jordans, the second I got the Air Jordan 2, I was gonna stop collecting Jordans because that was my holy grail. That was the shoe that I had to have. Now this is like almost 15, 16 years ago. I was ready to stop collecting all Jordans when I got the Air Jordan 2. And I'm not saying the same thing is about to happen, but I would say that the meter's kind of leaning that way. So coming in at number 1 is going to be the Air Jordan 2 Off-White Edition. Virgil, man, you did a great job on this shoe. I also did a review on these, which you guys should also check out. Now, this shoe was reconstructed from an original Air Jordan that was archived at Nike. So they literally had to do this whole reconstruction process again. So all the cracks and crevices that you see are real, including MJ's signature. So I was able and fortunate enough to get both colorways. And my brother and I actually redid over an Air Jordan commercial, the one that you guys saw before I introduced the shoe. We actually did over that Air Jordan commercial, and we took the pictures just like how they did back in the day. Crazy story. Everything that I do for Virgil and Off-White, I send to him, and he actually opens it up and checks his DM, and he writes back to me. But this time, he didn't write back. And then the next week, I found out why. So I would say on this list, my number one is going to be the Off-White Air Jordan 2, specifically this colorway. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed my list. I had to zoom through it really quick, basically because a lot of the shoes that I talked about, it's already on the channel. And some of y'all have some really short attention span, so I have to just get through it because I need to make money on YouTube. So please like and subscribe, comment. And again, this episode is dedicated to Virgil Abloh, man. He's done a lot for the community, a lot for me. Just want to say thank you again. I hope you guys enjoyed this version of the Yellow Label. My name is KingOfCreamz. I can be found on Instagram, KingOfCreamz with a Z. Please check out my SoundCloud. And of course, please subscribe to this channel. Guys, I'll see you again in 2022. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great year so far because I pushed this list kind of far back. But guys, thank you. Peace.